I'm Dr. Joey Faucette for Faith Positive TV, and this week we're talking about say this when you want a +1 at work. Our scripture passage this week is from the Message translation of Jeremiah 33:3. Call to me and I will answer you, God says. I'll tell you marvelous and wondrous things that you can never figure out on your own. When was the last time you got swept up in the I'm better than you competition at work? It's real. Rugged individualism is alive and well at work despite all the rhetoric about team, meaning together everyone achieves more. I got mine, you get yours, may the best person win. That's the attitude, right? Sure, there are many more workplaces that compare and compete rarely now than there once were, and yet the insipid, persistent human dark side casts its long shadow over your work style, hostile to working faith positive. The reality, the one that you work out of as a faith positive business professional, is no single person in and of him or herself can figure it all out every time. It takes more than one. And who you choose as your +1 makes all the difference in the world and in the next world. Here's what to say when you can't figure it out on your own at work and need a +1. First, say, I can't be God. The submission of your ego is difficult. I don't care who you are. Exchanging self-confidence for God confidence requires extreme prayer and self-discipline. The natural leaning when comparing and competing at work is one-upmanship. I'll show them, you say, and you work harder doing what got you where you are. So how's that working out for you? Align your spiritual priorities and your work priorities. Let God be God and you be you. Say to yourself, I can't be God. Secondly, say to yourself, I call God. The amazing reality is you don't have to be God. You have one already. Jeremiah writes that God says, call to me and I will answer you. Who cares if you can't figure out every work problem on your own? The all-knowing, infinite creator God is waiting for your call and promises to answer. Since your one is insufficient, tap the Almighty as your +1. Get still enough to know you're God and you receive the answer you need. Say, I call God. Thirdly, say, I conceive with God. Your faith positive work style embeds deeply in the conceive core practice, the social dynamic. Who you choose to relate with and how much time you spend with them is key. I'm fond of saying, if I'm the smartest person in the room, I leave quickly. Get in the room with God and you discover marvelous and wondrous things that you can never figure out on your own. Are you listening? That you could never figure out on your own. Your +1 God has the answers you're searching for at work. Marvelous and wondrous things. Talk about an offer you can't refuse. Conceiving with God puts you in a spiritual place where resources converge around you in ways beyond your ability to control, manipulate, or influence. Conceiving with God guides your actions strategically and tactically to success. Conceiving with God relieves you of any stress to compare and compete and to work into your divine design and out of your calling. So say, I am not God. I call God. And I conceive with God and experience an increasing faith with greater joy at your work so you love God and others more. For Faith Positive TV, I'm Dr. Joey Faucette.
Discover your free Faith Positive coaching program, Be Still and Know, at getpositive.today/faith-positive.